G'day gardeners, it's Chris in the greenhouse here again. If you're struggling to sort of germinate your seeds at the moment, I'm going to give you a bit of a step-by-step guide on how we do it here, and hopefully you can end up with a few more trays like this. Hi everyone, Chris in the greenhouse. These are just a few of the punnets that we seeded a while ago. This is what we're hopefully going to be looking forward to. So today we're planting a Mrs. Fothergill brand. We've got an all year round and a green mignonette. Alright, so we'll grab our trays. These are ones I've cut in half, where you can see from one of our previous videos. I've got two half 44 gallon drums. One's for an old coco and one's for our good coco. Coco we're using at the moment is from Fernland Agencies. It's been a good coco, good commercial quality. I'll leave a link in the description below, so if anyone's keen, they've got lots of other good things on their site regarding gardening. We'll also be putting out a video about the coco, types of coco, how to use it, how to prepare it for seedlings, and also just put a like and subscribe and you'll get the video straight to your phone or computer. Always helps out. Okay, we'll put our tray in there, we'll fill it up. For the amount of coco we use, we find we can get quite a lot of seedling punnets, which makes it very economical. For anyone just starting, this is a great way, a good cheap way to do things. So we'll spread it out, pack it in fairly tight. I do like it nice and tight in there. Even though it is tight, it'll still give you a good water aeration ratio. We've been doing this for quite a number of years out now. This type of style, we did start off putting coco straight in our net cups, but we find if we just leave it go a little bit longer in our seedling trays, we can end up with a good little pre-plant ready to go into the channels themselves. I'll give you a bit of example of when they're just about ready to go in the bigger system. As you can see, they've got a nice white root system on there. There's plenty of roots to hold into the cup themselves. The top leaves, we've got a 4 or 5 top leaves on there. And they'll pick up pretty quick once they hit the good nutrient flow. As you can see, there's the old system going pretty well at the moment. The summer over, I'm definitely looking forward to some cooler weather around here. It's been pretty brutal over the last couple of months to grow hydroponic lettuces, but we got through it. Next year we might make a few changes to the greenhouse. We're going to put shade cloth over. We're going to see if we can get some fans going in here. But as you can see, the amount of coco you use for these trays is quite minor when you're considering there's 99 little seedling punnets you can potentially get. Anything that we don't use, we just recycle back into the old coco bin, which I have a number of uses around the house for different plants. We use it in the garden for compost. But I just find coco is just great for the garden. You don't have to worry about it. You can throw your plants back in the garden, not have to worry about it not breaking down. Firstly we're going to get our trusty water. We're on tank water out here. Most of the tank water is around the 6 pH. I don't check it too regularly. I know it's fairly reliable. It's a fairly clean water source. If you can get tank water, that's great. If not, you can use normal tap water. Just make sure it's not too heavily chlorinized. I give the seedlings a good watering. We give them a good soaking beforehand. Let them sit for a little bit. Coco absorbs quite a lot of water. Now we're going to get our little seeder. This is the best $2 or $3 you're ever going to spend if you plant a lot of seeds. It has a number of different holes, all different sizes. So depending on whether you got small or big seeds, this thing can cover it all. So once you get your seed packet, tip your seed packet into the center section. Make sure all the seeds are in there. Don't let any escape around the outside section. This is where your top's going to slide into. Once it's all in there, clip your top back on. Pick the size that you're actually after. We go for a number 2 generally with the lettuce seeds. We find that covers for most of them. Go to number 3, they tend to come out a little bit too quick, but as you can see, they just come out a nice flow rate, and from there we can sort of put 2 or 3 seeds into each hole without having to worry about spilling them everywhere. Now we're going to grab our special gardening tool, our 10mm bolt with a nut on the end of it. We're going to push down each of the cells, between 3mm to 5mm. This will just make sure the seeds go in just below the surface. We'll grab our seeder. I generally put in 2 to 3 seeds on each of the cells. We'll end up with only 1 in the end, but having the 2 or 3 just gives you a bit of leeway, just in case some don't pop, some are a little bit struggling more than others. Make sure we put it back in the seed packet so we can save for next time. Now we'll get our trusty spray bottle, our special water bottle. We're going to spray each of the cells. I like to have enough in there so it actually nearly floods it. From here the cells will pretty well push in, the seeds will push into the cells, cover them up, leaving the seeds probably 3mm below the surface. If there's any not in there, I just go along and sort of push the coco over the top of them. And this is the same process I've sort of been sticking to for quite a while. It's been pretty successful. Sometimes, some cells just don't propagate altogether. But then we get the ones that do propagate, and we'll just replant them into those cells. Doesn't matter if you overwater them. Coco is great for that. You can still have the the water moisture content to aeration. I find this has been probably one of the better propagation mediums we've worked with. We have tried lots of other different stuff, but generally coco is I swear by it. I think it's just a great thing. It is a byproduct of the coconut industry. So you're not sort of really reaping any of the natural resources for it. And remember, if you do like the content, whack that subscribe button, give us a like, and we'll keep shooting good content for you. I'm just going to show you 3 days time. It's covered in a 50% shade cloth, so as you can see, we've got some good germination happening. Some take a little bit more than others. Some brands take 2 or 3 days longer. We did have a little episode with a bandicoot digging up our seeds, which we lost a few. And on that note, remember it's all part of farming, and make sure we keep on planting.